A lot of you know these phrases ขอบคุณครับขอบคุณค่ะ but sometimes you also heard Thai people saying ขอบคุณนะครับขอบคุณนะคะ why is the word na there? When you ask your Thai friends to explain the word na, most of the times they would fail to explain it because the word na in itself, in my opinion, doesn't actually have a meaning. When you look up videos on YouTube for Thai teachers explaining the word na, often they would say that the word na is there to soften the sentence. So ขอบคุณนะครับ would be softer than ขอบคุณครับ or ขอบคุณค่ะ I'm one of those two. I made a video a year ago explaining this word in this way. And to be fair, I regret it. Regret it. It's not that it's incorrect, but I think it's an easy route to explain this word because there are so many more elements of the word na. And in today's episode, I'm aiming as much as possible with this word that has so much nuance to explain this word na in the way that Thai people use it and in the way that is the easiest for you to understand. This is the ultimate guide to use the word na. Let's start. To build a bigger picture of the word na, I would say that the word na in itself doesn't have a meaning, but it has certain senses to it. It is quite similar to the word yeah, but notice I say yeah with a high inflection at the end. Yeah, it's like a yes, but then you're not sure. It has some sense of the word just when you add the word just to make the sentence less assertive, but friendlier. Think of it this way. Every word that is invented in language is there to serve a purpose, and the word na is just the same. Think about the Thai culture. This is the culture that values respect, non-confrontation, conflict avoidance. And the word na is there to serve all this purpose. The word na is there to make a request less harsh. The word na is there to make saying no less harsh. The word na is there to make a negative sentence slightly less negative. And sometimes it even makes the positive sentence less positive or closer to the modest point of that sentence. To help you out even more, I would say that the word na implies these qualities. Soften, as you know it, hesitation, a request, attention seeking. Interesting, isn't it? Let's do it again. To soften, to show your hesitation, to show that you seek attention, and to make a request. As a whole, whenever you hear the word na, I would say the trick is that the person that used the word na wants some sort of affirmation back. Let's go through examples of many words together. Let's start with this famous phrase ขอบคุณครับขอบคุณค่ะ or in this case ขอบคุณนะครับขอบคุณนะคะ The question here is why is the word na there in the first place? Because ขอบคุณครับ or ขอบคุณค่ะ is complete by itself. It means thank you as male speaker for Khrap and female speaker for ka. I have answered this question in this video, and I say that the word na is there to soften the thank you. But I think I was actually wrong because when I noticed myself using this term for the last 1 year after that video, I realized that when you say ขอบคุณนะครับ or ขอบคุณนะคะ you somehow in your mind expect another thank you back. Let's role play. Let's say I was walking out of a restaurant. I would look at the staff and then I would say ขอบคุณนะครับ or if I were female, I would say ขอบคุณนะคะ and then the staff would give a final thank you back to my thank you. ขอบคุณครับขอบคุณค่ะ Please notice that the staff doesn't use the word not there. So here you can see the dynamic that I'm using ขอบคุณนะครับขอบคุณนะคะ to solicit, to seek the final thank you ขอบคุณครับ or ขอบคุณค่ะ back. Vice versa, it could have been the staff that say ขอบคุณนะครับ or ขอบคุณนะคะ first. So let's role play. The staff says ขอบคุณนะครับขอบคุณนะคะ to me. and then I give them the final, the more assertive, the end thank you ขอบคุณครับขอบคุณค่ะ without the word นะ so you can see the element of attention seeking in the word นะ I mean the word attention seeking is probably a bit far-fetched but you know what I mean it's a type of word that you use to seek a final answer a final confirmation. Let's look at the word na by itself. The word na by itself, if you just say na, it is the closest to the word please or yeah. It's like you are asking someone for permission or to agree with you. Imagine the scenario where you are a little girl and you're trying to beg your dad to give you an ice cream. You would ask your dad, ขอกินไอติมนะ ขอกินไอติมนะ Can I have an ice cream นะ And then your dad would say, no, 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 no. I won't let you have an ice cream. And then you insist in asking for ice cream. So you say, na, 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 paw na, na, paw is the word dad, na, dad, na. So na, na, na serves as please, 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 please. The word na also have this sense of getting the attention back to the speaker itself, which you can say that this is also another element of attention seeking of the word na. Let's start with the word do. The word do in Thai means to watch or to look at something like do TV, do TV. But whenever you say the word do na, the phrase do na would change the meaning totally. When you use the word do in Thai by itself, you are watching something else. You're watching an object. The purpose of the sentence is more objective. It's more outward. You can tell your friends to say, do nan, look over there. Do knock, look at the birds. But whenever you say do na, the attention turns back towards yourself. It means look at me. Do na, I'm gonna do something for you. Do na, I'm gonna cross my eyes for you. The word fang means to listen. If you use the word fang by itself, fang, it would mean you try to get the attention of someone or a group of people to listen to something. ฟังเสียงนก ฟัง Listen to the sound of the birds. Listen to the sound of nature. ฟังเสียงธรรมชาติ But whenever you say ฟังนะ then you attention seek again. You say ฟังนะ Listen to me. I'm about to say something important. ฟังนะ มีเรื่องจะบอก ฟังนะ I have something to tell you. กิน the word กิน you probably know it. It means to eat. You would hear this word a lot in Thai. Thai people like to eat. Whenever you say the word กิน by itself, for example, กิน it's like you're inviting people to eat. กิน eat. Eat already. What are you waiting for? The food would turn cold. So eat. กิน Can you repeat the use of the word too? But whenever you say กินนะ this again turns the attention to yourself. กินนะ means, all right, I'm just gonna start eating. I'm just gonna start eating now. กินนะ ไป The word ไป means to go. If someone say the word ไป by itself, it's most often used in the case where you want to chase something away. For example, when you have little kids and when you have these stray dogs in front of your kids, then you would say ไป go away ไป But whenever you say the word ไปนะ the attention turns toward yourself. Can you guess what this means? Okay, I'll tell you. So ไปนะ means all right, I'm gonna leave. All right, I'm gonna go now. This is used in the case when, let's say, you go to a house party and at the end of the night, you are calling it a night. You go to the host and you say to the host, ไปนะ I'm just gonna leave. When I talk about the word ไป, I also have to talk about the word กลับ กลับ. The word กลับ means to go back, to return. You might have heard Thai people use the word กลับ with the word บ้าน which means house a lot. กลับบ้าน means to return home, to go back home. When you use the word กลับ by itself, it's a command. It's an imperative sentence. Imagine a situation where you are a leader of an army and you go into the battlefield expecting your enemy, but your enemy doesn't show up. So you tell your whole army, กลับ กลับ. This is an order. It means, all right, let's go back to our base camp. กลับ. But whenever you use the word กลับนะ กลับนะ, it would refer to the situation where you tell your friends or you tell someone that you're gonna go home. กลับนะ. All right, I'm just gonna go home now. You see, the attention turns toward yourself. It's not an order for other people anymore, but it's almost like a half request. You say to someone that you're about to do something. You don't actually wait for the confirmation, but in some way, you still seek their affirmation. You still want them to know that you're leaving. Maybe you need a hug. Now, a more interesting word. เห็น The word เห็น means to see, to notice something. And I don't want you to confuse this word with the word do, which means to watch or to look at. The word เห็น signifies unintentional seeing something. You're just sitting here and you saw a bird fly by. You can say, oh, เห็นนก. I saw a bird. You drove in your car and then you saw a sight of some sort of ghost. You say เห็นผี. So you can see that เห็น and do is different. When you use the word เห็น by itself, it is mostly used as an answer. So for example, someone asks you, เห็นนกไหม? Did you see the bird? And if you want to say, yes, I saw the bird, in Thai, you would repeat the verb. So you would say เห็น again. เห็นนกไหม? Did you see the bird? เห็น I see. Please notice that in Thai, we often repeat the verb to mean yes. And I would argue that in the Thai language, the equivalent of the word yes doesn't actually exist. Haha, I know that it's a brave statement. If you want to dive deeper into this, I would recommend watching this video right here. But for now, when you use the word เห็นนะ, the meaning change totally. When you use the word เห็นนะ, it mostly means this situation where you catch your friend doing something. For example, your friend told you that they would not eat after 8 p.m., but now it's 9 p.m. and they went to the fridge. And you tell your friend, เห็นนะ? I saw you. I see you. You went to the fridge when you said you wouldn't. เห็นนะ? You were with your ex, who you said you wouldn't go out with again. I saw you were hanging out with your ex. Gotcha. เห็นนะ? The sponsor in this video is myself and a friend of mine. We have created this app called Speekeo. Speekeo. Go to speekeo.com and then download the app from there. We use word repetition from real Thai sentences to help you memorize and immerse these sentences to use in real life. And there are more examples for the word na as well. try it. It's completely free. If you like this content, help support this channel. You can click like, subscribe, and if you know friends that could benefit from this video, just share this with them as well. Alternatively, you can also support this channel via buymeacoffee.com. This is the donation system that helps me run The Real Thailander. One, the connotation in the word na is that when you add the word na, it makes you less assertive. But at the same time, it also makes you more cooperative. When you look into this social dynamic, the person that use the word na more is usually the one that is lower in that power dynamic, and you are trying to get the favor from the person that it's above you. One of the good example of this social dynamic is when this little girl is asking her dad to buy her an ice cream. She doesn't have her own money, so she has to beg her dad to buy her an ice cream, and that's why she would have to say na, na, na. Another example, a great example, is when you go into a cafe or a restaurant. You notice that when you order in Thai, you would say khor, and then you name the name of that dish. For example, khor pizza, khor pad thai. You notice that you don't even need to add the word na there, because when it comes to ordering food, what you say you get, as long as they still have those dishes available. But when you use the word khor na, the meaning, the way in which you would use the word khor change totally. So this is when you go into a bar with a group of your friends and suddenly you see this one guy or one girl that is so your type, so much so that you tell your friend, okay, you guys sit down here, let me have the exclusive rights to approach this one person myself. คนนี้ขอนะ this person, let me have it exclusively. This is the thing that I think Thai friends would say a lot. คนนี้ขอนะ Or let's say you are inviting friends to your potluck at home, but you really don't want anyone to bring durian. So you could say something like ขอนะ ไม่เอาทุเรียนมา ขอนะ So please don't bring durian. You would notice that when it comes to interpersonal relationship, then you would use the word ขอนะ more, because you're dealing with people and there are dynamics, unlike when you go into a restaurant where it's business-like. What you order, you get. The word na is also used in question sentences a lot. Let's start with the word arai. The word arai means what. And let's say your friend comes and bothers you, you would say arai, what. But if it's someone else, let's say this is your boss or this is your client that approaches you, you would say arai khrap, arai ka, which in English would have been the closest to what is it? Now, if you say arai na, notice that now we add the word na after the word arai. It would slightly change the meaning. It would mean, what is it again? Arai na? Arai na would also mean, excuse me, pardon. This is when you want the person to repeat again because you couldn't catch what they were saying earlier. Arai na? You can also add the word khrap or ka at the end as well to make it politer. Arai na khrap? Arai na ka? Excuse me? Can you say that again? What is it again? Krai. The word krai means who. If you use the word krai by itself, krai, it would sound like who, who. So this is for usage with friends. When you want to be polite, let's say there is someone at the door and you want to know who that is, you say ใครครับ ใครคะ Who is it? Now, if you use the word na instead, ใครนะ ใครนะ it would imply a few things. The first thing is that, let's say your friends were talking about someone and you suddenly had this brain fart, so you missed out on who they were talking about. So you ask your friend again, ใครนะ Who is that again that you were talking right now? Who's that again you were gossiping right now? And if you want to be more polite, let's say you were talking with your clients and you wanted them to repeat again who they meant, then you add the word krap or ka at the end. So ใครนะครับใครนะคะ Who is it again that you were talking? ที่ไหน The word ที่ไหน means where. If you talk to your friends, you can say ที่ไหน You don't need the word ครับ or ka. But when you want to be polite, you say ที่ไหนครับ ที่ไหนคะ Where is it? Now, if you already knew where it was, but you have forgotten about it, you need confirmation. You say ที่ไหนนะที่ไหนนะ Where's that again? Or to be more polite ที่ไหนนะครับที่ไหนนะคะ Where is it again? เท่าไหร่เท่าไหร่ means how much. When your friend got a new pair of shoes which you really like, you ask your friend เท่าไหร่ How much? How much you pay for this? เท่าไหร่ But if you want to be more polite, then you say เท่าไหร่ครับเท่าไหร่คะ But whenever you say เท่าไหร่นะ it would mean you want to know the price again, and this could stem from different reasons. For example, you went to the shop and they told you the price of this guitar, and it was so expensive, and you wanted to utter your disbelief. เท่าไหร่นะเท่าไหร่นะครับ How much is that again? You couldn't believe the price. Or when the shopkeeper told you the price but you couldn't catch it, then you can say เท่าไหร่นะเท่าไหร่นะครับเท่าไหร่นะคะ Excuse me, how much is it again? ทำไมทำไม means why. It's actually quite a rare word that a Thai person would use. I guess in this society people don't ask why that much, but let's say when they do, when it's with a friend, you would say ทำไมทำไมล่ะทำไม like why. And if you want to be more polite, you say ทำไมครับทำไมคะ But whenever you say ทำไมนะทำไมนะ it actually turns the attention to yourself. So ทำไมนะ is a sort of a sentence that you would speak with you and yourself alone. Things don't go your way. You ask yourself why that is. ทำไมนะ Why is it that things go that way? ทำไมนะ These are the few examples that show that the word na could soften both positive and negative sentences. Die, the word die in Thai means many things. It means it works, it means it can, it means this looks okay, this is permissible. For example, a friend of yours went and tried on her wedding gown and brought you with her. So when she tried on the gown, she walked out of the fitting room and she asked you, ได้ไหม Does this work? Can I pull this off? You thought, yeah, she looks stunning. You say, ได้ Notice that we just repeat the verb. ได้ It works. Yeah. If you say ได้นะ though, I don't think that your friend would be happy because ได้นะ soften the yes. So it means now that you aren't completely sure. So when ได้ is yeah, ได้นะ is yeah, you can see an element of doubt there. ใช่ The word ใช่ means correct, sometimes means yes. Let's say you hang out with your friend, you go to a mall, and you saw someone who you thought was Tom Cruise. You ask your friend, ใช่ Tom Cruise ไหม Is that Tom Cruise? That is Tom Cruise, correct? Your friend is so sure that it's Tom Cruise. Your friend would say, ใช่ ใช่ correct. That is Tom Cruise. If your friend say ใช่นะ ใช่นะ it would be similar to yeah. So now your friend isn't totally sure. ชอบ the word ชอบ means to like. If you use the word ชอบ by itself, it's mostly used as a reply. For example, your Thai friend asks you ชอบทุเรียนไหม You like durian? And you love durian. You like durian. You say ชอบ Yeah, of course, ชอบ durian. But if you aren't too sure, then you would say ชอบนะชอบนะ which would be similar to yeah, probably, yeah. รัก the word รัก means to love. For example, I ask you รักผมไหม you love me. And hopefully you would say รัก means love. Yes. But whenever you say รักนะ the word na actually soften the word love. You would actually hear Thai people use this term a lot. รักนะ which I think in English is love ya. Sometimes Thai people would also say รักนะ jup jup, which is รักนะ mwah mwah, like that. It's a good sentence to learn because รักนะ is less strong than ผมรักคุณ ฉันรักคุณ which means I love you. So รักนะ is love ya. So it's more casual. Again, the word na can also help soften the negatives as well. For example, ไม่ชอบ So we learned before that the word ชอบ means to like. The word ไม่ชอบ means to not like or to dislike something. If you ask your friend ชอบเจนนี่ไหม You like Jenny? And if your friend says ไม่ชอบนะไม่ชอบนะ it's less strong than if your friend says ไม่ชอบ If your friend just says ไม่ชอบ it means no, I don't like Jenny. No. But when your friend says ไม่ชอบนะ it would be like I don't really like Jenny. So you see the degree to which the word na soften the negative. เห็นด้วย เห็นด้วย means to agree with someone or something. If you say ไม่เห็นด้วย it means I disagree. So if someone says something and you say ไม่เห็นด้วย it's like saying I disagree. But if you want to soften it a little bit, you can add the word na. So you can say ไม่เห็นด้วยนะ ไม่เห็นด้วยนะครับ ไม่เห็นด้วยนะคะ It soften it a little bit. Of course, in Thai, we would also add more words to soften this even more because we have this culture of saving face. ไปด้วย ไปด้วย means to come with. For example, a friend of yours said that they would go to Pattaya, and then you want to join them. So you say, ไปด้วยไปด้วย go with, I'm coming with you. But if you want to make it more gently, if you don't want to make it so imposing, you might have said ไปด้วยนะไปด้วยนะ So the word na is there in the way that you would have said, can I come with you please? So ไปด้วย is I'll come with you. ไปด้วยนะ it's like let me go with you, okay? สวยสวย the word สวย means beautiful or pretty. If you say the word สวย by itself, it means beautiful, pretty. Someone asks you what you think about this painting and you say สวย it means beautiful. But if someone asks you the same question and you say สวยนะ then it means yeah, beautiful. You notice that it seems like you say, yeah, beautiful. So there's a little bit moment of hesitation. There's a little bit of a moment of softening what you really want to say. So maybe you deep down think that it's beautiful, but not that beautiful. That's the nuance of the word na. I would say that while the word na doesn't have the meaning by itself, sometimes it could be compared to the inflection that people use in English. You know, sometimes when people aren't sure about something, they would up talk it when you raise your voice at the end of a statement to the point that it sounds like a question. I know that Valley girls do this a lot. So when you say, I like you, you're sure. But if you say, I like you, now maybe the person that hears this wouldn't be so sure if you like them. I like you. At the end, there is also this tendency of who would use the word na more than the other. I would say that younger people would use the word na more than the older people. The people that depend on the other person would use the word na more than the person that could have the power to do something to them. Women probably use the word na slightly more than men do. People that are more assertive or more confident would probably use the word na less than people that are less assertive, less confident. But at the same time, people that are friendlier, more agreeable, probably use the word na more than the ones that aren't so agreeable. So you can see that there are so many nuances to the word na. And while this is the ultimate guide to the word na, I'm sure there are more ways of using this. There are more little subtlety to the word na. Watch this video again so that you could reaffirm what you learn. For now, I just want to say ขอบคุณนะครับ and see you in the next episode